No more paying rent. I find that the truest message in the Matrix is from the Merovingian. The only true control is understanding cause and effect. Because the choices you are given in this life were made up for you by someone you don't even know. So what is freedom? So I'm starting to get an idea of what it is, what freedom means to me. And I'll tell you, it's got a lot to do with not listening to all this stuff that's been put in my head by other people and listening to my own voice.
Morning, Cam.
Now I'm back near the shop in my van and I know exactly what I need. So I turned off everything and let the solar bring everything up to 100%. And right now the smart shunt and the solar charger match. So we'll see how that works out. But electrical's up and running, batteries are fully charged, getting lots of sun. It's their favorite view spot. It's their favorite position. And when the doors close, they have a little window they're always sticking their heads out of. So far, that SunGold power thing, I've just had so many issues with it all in one converter. It's probably something I did, so I guess I'll just go back through and rewire the whole thing again, or I can just buy all Victron stuff because they seem to be pretty user-friendly. Victron, if you want to sponsor me, please do that. What's going on? Back at the house, getting a laundry list of stuff I want to change done on the old box truck, starting with finishing up the gray water tank so that when I do shower I don't have to be super strategic about where and let it flow out like a bad person. But I mean, I'm using all good products, so that's not like I'm going to make the environment sick, but get that done. I got a whole bunch of other stuff to do. So project time. I have 4 more months until I have the ability to just be 100% full-time on the road, which is where I'm going with all this. I just did a month-long stint where I learned a lot about the truck and what I need to do to it to make it more comfortable. So I've taken out most of my stuff and I'm going to start redoing a few things and making it the way I like, or at least the way I want for long-term super comfortable travel. I love saying super comfortable. Funny story, I just paid off my lease on this house, $15,200 for the next 4 months. Insane, right? How can it cost that much money just to live in a house in a decent area? I mean, it's a decent house, but it's not that nice. But that is just so much money. You know what I'm thinking? No more paying rent. So I just hooked this up for kind of a gray water release. I'll have it so where I can just unscrew this one, but this one I'll have to stay on because this is going to be the on and off valve until I figure out something else. I don't like how far it sticks out, but I know once I take that out, I can unscrew this for the hose, so I don't think that's as aggressive. But then I can just hook a pool hose up to this or any other kind of hose I need to for waste dumping. Then I can just, that'll be my gray water valve. I don't want to do a true RV valve because I have one. If I do a true RV valve, then it's going to look like a true RV tank, you know what I mean? So if you've watched this stuff at all, you may wonder why I still have the plastic on my refrigerator. It's because I was never 100% sure that this is where I wanted it. So because this has just become kind of just a useless catch-all, I'm going to eliminate it and make a better use of the space. I really need an editing station, or even if this YouTube thing doesn't work out, I still need a place to do like online work, you know, just computer stuff. So I need to figure that out. I'm gonna free this space up and kind of figure out how I feel about retooling it with the ideas of what I do want. So I'm going to take the refrigerator and this is my water station, right? I had a shelf right there with baskets, which I really like the shelf in the baskets. So I'm gonna try and figure out, but I'm gonna put my fridge here because it'll be a little more convenient when I'm cooking. So far I figured out that I'm just in this area right here, right? So my fridge will be right here at a reach. That's ideal. Everything's just kind of right there. I don't need, I mean, don't get me wrong. I thought the design was pretty cool because it's a lot like a boat galley, but in 14 feet by 8 foot of like 120 square feet, every centimeter freaking counts. So we're gonna move it. Got it framed in here. All right. It's not going anywhere. All right, gonna give you a panned out look here. Fridge, shelf, upper shelf. So the reason I haven't given a full van tour yet, so to speak, video is I'm just not want to wait to make sure that it was where I wanted it to be before I did a full tour video. So I just did like a month on the road, really figuring out how I want it to be, and now I'm putting it all together. And then I'll do one of those tour videos once I'm happy with it ish, because I'll never be all the way happy, I'm sure. I just know myself. I really just want to take a minute and just kind of illustrate where I'm going with all this. I'm getting into a phase of build out. What I've been doing is I started this build. It was a ton of work, a ton of money, and I wanted to make sure that it was something that I was going to want to do if I'm going to continue to do it. Mind you, it is freaking cold right now in Florida, so I think we might fire up the diesel heater for a little bit. It's a little more warmth in this space. It's not really that cold, but you know, it's kind of cold. I really wanted to make sure this was feasible and that I was going to enjoy being out on the road and kind of living in a box. I've done some like minor things, but I've never done a huge build out and with the intention of full-time living. So I got pretty deep. I was getting deep into the build, and you know, you got to do the foundation right anyway. Foundation with insulation, stuff like that. I put the bathroom in and then I kind of just threw the end piece together quickly with an idea of how I wanted the design to go. And then I jumped out on the road for a month just to see if it was really to see everything, if it was everything that I was going to need and how I was going to need things in place. Because you don't know until you live in something how it's going to work functionality wise. I do love it. I'm definitely going to be heading out full time very soon. And I'm down to just a couple months before all that's going to happen. So now that I know I like it, I can spend a little bit more money in it. And I know functionality wise what I'm looking for. Now I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to pull it apart. Some things that I didn't like, I'm going to pull apart. I'm going to rebuild it out and get this thing ready to go full time on the road. Because I do like it. I'm all about it. I was going real stealthy, but now that I've been out a little bit, I don't know that stealthy matters quite as much. It just matters on where you park. So I'm going to do the outside. I'm going to redo some stuff on the inside just to make it a little more comfortable for daily living. And I want more space for my outdoor toys, for all my outdoor adventure stuff. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to build it out a little more. So the next few videos. Oh, also, I wasn't sure how much I enjoyed doing videos or if I was going to enjoy that part of the lifestyle. Checking my diesel heater. That's my temporary diesel heater vent still. But we're going to get all that put in right. But I wasn't totally sure on even the filming part of it. So my background, I'm a pretty big movie buff. Always really enjoyed film and movies and that stuff. So I think I would make these videos even if no one's watching, just because I enjoy it. And I can't wait till I'm doing more extravagant like hikes and that kind of thing, where I really get to witness some nature, because I just want to film it because I enjoy filming. So I enjoy this part of it. So I'm just going to continue to make the videos. Even if no one watches, I don't care. I just like doing it. I just love film. Hopefully I get better at it, because I know I've been a little choppy in the beginning, but I'm hoping to get better at it. If you want to hang out with me, let's do this. I'm going to change this interior, which is also why I haven't done a van tour, because I wasn't totally sure. Like, this stuff looks very cheap and unauthentic, so I don't like that. That's got to go. There's my TV on both sides. I don't like this backdrop at all. I want this to look not so plasticky and more rustic like the rest of it. And I definitely, like, I just threw in a temporary Amazon dresser. I want my wood stove here, and then the rest of it I'm gonna have to build out a dresser on this side of it. So, and probably gonna make the bed a little bigger, just in case, I ever get a girlfriend or something. You never know how that's gonna go. But that's what I'm up to. DT Thompson, van life. Let's do this.